Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. If you're joining for Yoga with Jess, I'm just going to get set up for one moment here. Today we're going to be practicing yoga, a little less of the Pilates land. We're just going to take it slow, nice and easy. And we're going to start with meditation. So if you want to come down to your mat, if you have a pillow or anything you'd like to prop up your seat on, that would be great. And for props, I've got this blanket with me and a bolster. If you have anything like that, like a pillow, again, you can use it. And yeah, if you have any questions, I've got it set up here so I can see your comments live. And yeah, we're just gonna move nice and slow today. So we're gonna get started on the mat, come down with me, and let's get the music started. All right, coming down to your mat. Again, if you have this pillow, I'm gonna take a seat right here, just so that my hips are higher than my knees. And then I just want to invite you to close your eyes and start to notice your breath. Feel your sits bones connected either to your pillow or the ground. And then with your eyes closed, allow this to be a moment not of sleep, but a little bit of awakening. Notice your senses as you inhale. Can you feel the air touching your skin? Notice the temperature of the room that you're in today. Bring all of your focus and attention to this moment right here. Anything that is beyond your mat, beyond this moment, you can't control. So taking this moment to have 100% of your focus and energy. Maybe it helps you to find something or someone to send your energy to. If you have a theme or a mantra, a saying that you say to yourself, maybe with each inhale and each exhale, think about what that could be for you today. Allowing the eyes to be gently closed. Notice where your breath is in the body. As you inhale, feel an expansion in your rib cage, expansion in your belly. And as you exhale, the belly falls, rib cage falls, chest falls. Again, feeling an expansion in your body. Notice how the rib cage can expand 360. Belly expands 360. Feeling the spine is growing longer with each breath, with each moment here in a seated position. Notice if your shoulders are lifting up to your ears, could you relax and melt them down? Really arriving here on your mat today. Making it a point to be aware in the moment. Don't let it pass you by. Each moment you are here. And slowly fluttering your eyes open. If you have a pillow underneath your seat, taking that pillow off to the side We're gonna take this into tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, hips are directly on top of your knees. Starting nice and gentle with cat-cows here. Inhale, extend through the spine. Exhale, belly button in, rounding like a cat in the spine. Inhale, extend, tailbone flips up, chin and chest are lifting. Exhale, belly button in, rounding in the spine. Again, repeating here with your breath. Exhale. Maybe adding on here if you would like to circle through the rib cage one direction. Still moving through your cat-cow position, but circling one way. And then circle the other way. Just waking up the body this morning with some gentle movement of the spine. Noticing any areas that maybe are a little tight. And then coming back to center, finding a little core awakening here. Reach your left toes behind you, right arm reaches in front of you. And then extend through the toes, extend through the fingertips, drawing your belly button in towards the spine. Asymmetrical table here. Holding this just like you would a plank. It requires the same core strength, so keep hugging the abdominals in. And then nice and slow, elbow to knee, draws in to meet, and then extend. Exhale as you draw elbow to knee. Inhale as you extend. Noticing your breath here, maybe even breathing audibly. That ocean breath, Ujjayi breath. Like you're trying to fog up a mirror in front of your mouth. One more round here, elbow to knee. And then extending long, slowly lower hand down, knee comes down. Other side, extend through your right toes. Left fingertips extending long, bicep by the ear. Finding your placement here, notice if the belly is releasing, if there's a rounding in the spine, could you draw the abdominals in again? Ribs are in. Arm reaches long, toes are long. Adding that little movement. Elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. So we're not fully rounding the spine here. It's okay if you invite in a little bit of rounding to get elbow to knee. But think about returning to that lovely long spine and not overextending. 2 more here. Really drawing the abdominals in. Last one, exhale. And then draw hand and knee back down. Let's find child's pose. Knees wide, toes touching. Extending in your arms. Allow the forehead to come down to the mat. And just take a moment here. Allow your hips to feel heavy. Forehead is connected to the ground or a blanket. Feeling an expansion in your rib cage. Think about breathing into your back body. And then slowly rolling up through the spine, heading into downward dog. Hands come back to the mat, pressing down through all 10 fingertips. Tuck your your toes, send your sits bones high. And here we are, first downward dog of our day together here, of our practice together. Biceps by the ears, but make sure we're not overextending. Drawing ribs in, drawing belly in. Notice here how much weight is in your hands and how much weight is in your feet. If it's one more than the other, see if you can even that out. Maybe you need a little soft bend in your knees to get the sits bones higher up to the sky and to maintain the form that you have in your torso. Drawing the belly in, drawing the ribs in. And we're gonna open up here by lifting your right toes up. Imagine you're stamping your foot to the wall behind you. Hips are square, shoulders are square to the top of your mat. And then we lift up and open the hip, bend your knee, circling one direction. And circle the other way. Making sure we maintain square shoulders to the top of the mat. And then square this off again. Hips square off. Slowly carry the foot down. Other side, left foot stamping to the wall behind you. Feel that square position before you open the hips. And then transition here. Open up the hip, bend the knee, circle the knee one way. Notice again, where is your breath? Are you filling up the ribcage, filling up the belly maybe? And then extend through the legs, square off your hips, lowering your foot down. Slowly walk your feet in towards your hands. Rolling up through the spine. Come to standing. Heading into our sun salutations. We're going to take a few rounds here of Surya Namaskar Classic, and we'll see where we go from there. This is nice and gentle. Feet hip distance apart. On your inhale, sweep the arms up. Palms come together, slight back bend. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Forward fold. Inhale, step your right foot back. Lower the knee, lift chin and chest. Getting a lovely opening in the hip flexor here. Exhale, palms come to the mat. Step back to plank. Hold here for just a moment. Drawing your core in towards your spine. Shoulders are directly on top of your hands with a soft bend in your elbows. Lengthening through your legs, your heels reach long. Find that core. You don't have to leave the mouth open. You could close the mouth and still find that ocean's breath. Just something to think about. And then on your next inhale, step your left foot forward in between the hands. Lower knee, lift chin and chest. Exhale, step the right foot to meet your left, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Palms come together. Exhale, draw to heart center. We're gonna do that one more time each side, but I'm gonna cue a little less. We're just gonna move together a little simpler. Here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, palms to the ground. Knees, chin, and chest lower. Inhale, snake through. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Lower knee, lift chin and chest. Exhale, left foot, draws in. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, palms come to heart center. We're gonna repeat this one more time. Let's see if we can do it with just inhale and exhale. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Three breaths here. After your third breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to take sun salutations a little different here. This one has full chaturanga. So we're gonna take it slow the first round and then take it from there. Feet hip distance. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms come to the shins. Exhale, hands to plank. Step or hop your feet back. Chaturanga, elbows close in, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Tops of the feet are to the ground, lifting chin and chest. We're hovering the thighs. Exhale, tuck the toes, sits bones high. Downward dog, 5 breaths here. Really give this moment 5 breaths. Feeling all 10 fingertips rooting you down here. Keep thinking about your heels reaching towards the ground. And on your next inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, lightly hop or step, feet through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Repeat, other side. There is no side, sorry. Repeat, just again. Inhale, this one's even. We don't initiate with one foot or the other. Exhale, swan dive over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, palms to the ground, lightly hop or step. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Floating the thighs up off the ground. Exhale, tuck the toes, sits bones high. 5 breaths here. Big, expansive breaths in the body. Maybe you're playing around with your downward dog. Maybe you're pedaling the feet out or adjusting the distance between your hands and your feet so that your sits bones can sit tall. On your last breath here, inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, lightly hop or step, feet in towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Repeat a little faster. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, circle. Swan dive over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, sit bones high. Just 3 breaths here. Again, maybe let your breath flow. Big inhale. Exhale, side out. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, lightly hop or step. Feet in towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Palms come to heart center. 1 more round here. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, swan dive over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, sits bones high. 3 breaths here. And then inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, lightly hop or step, feet towards your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Take a moment here, standing tall. Feel the energy in between your palms as you push the palms into each other. And then release that, coming into star pose with the long side of your mat. Facing the long side of your mat, toes are forward. Breathe the arms long. Toes are parallel. Relax your shoulders down. I want you to imagine you could touch both walls with your fingertips. And then here, warrior 2. Left toes face the top of your mat, while your right edge of your right foot is in line with the back of your mat. Maybe inch the heel back just a little bit. Pressing down now, bending your front leg, the left leg if you're the same side as me right now, and then press your left thigh open. Notice how the knee wants to come forward. Use your side glutes, press the thigh open. Here we are, warrior 2. We're taking this so nice and slow today so you can really reflect on each pose when you're in it. So let's take a moment here. Checking in with the body, you're drawing abdominals in, drawing ribs in. Shoulders relax away from your ears. And then nice and slow, flip the front palm, exalted warrior. Inhale, lift. Right fingertips guide down the back leg. Making sure we're not pressing into the knee. You're lifting up and out of your hips like a fountain. Externally rotating your top arm. Imagine you're dipping your pinky into a pot of honey. You're still pressing down through your both of your feet. The outer edge of your right foot, your back foot is connected. Last breath here. Exhale, coming up. This time coming into extended side angle. Reaching now up and over. The right arm sweeps, bicep by the ear. Externally rotate the top arm. Left fingertips can come to the floor if that's accessible for you today. Or maybe left forearm to the thigh. Takes a lot of strength to maintain these postures. Just notice that activity in the body. Again, being here right in the moment. On your next inhale, push to lift up, extending through your top leg, heading into extended triangle. Looking towards your front arm, lift up and out of the hips, lifting out of your waist. Start to lean forward. Front leg is extended. And then right arm reaches up to the sky. Imagine that you're in between two panes of glass. We're rotating open here, using the core to rotate open. Notice you don't have to be so close down to the ground. You can take this higher. Finding where this posture is sitting in your body today. It's going to be different every day. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. We're still in this posture. One more big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Push down through your feet, lifting up through your waist. Coming up, back through center in this star pose. This time, fingertips come to your hip crease. Wide forward fold, lift up and out of your hips. Through a flat back, guiding all the way down here. Maybe taking fingertips in line with your feet. Releasing any tension in your neck. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Finding a lovely opening in the back of your thighs. Finding your breath here, finding a little sense of ease in the body. Really surrendering to this posture. On your next big inhale, a little soft bend in the knees. Fingertips come back to the hips, find your flat back, and then lifting up. Other side. Toes facing towards the top of your mat. Your left foot is in line, the edge of your left foot in line with the back of your mat. Big breath, inhale, warrior two, bend your front knee. Facing the other direction now. Pressing your front thigh open. Grounding through the back edge of your left foot. Again, you can inch that heel out just a little bit as an option. Drawing your abdominals in, ribs in. Flip your palm to the sky, exalted warrior. Inhale, lift. Again, lifting out of both sides of your body. Notice if you're collapsing in this side here, could you lift up and lengthen up and out of your hips? And then slowly lifting all the way up. Front knee is still bent, heading into extended side angle, reaching long. Start to lean up and over. Maybe gazing up to your front hand. Again, you can take fingertips to the ground or forearm comes to your right thigh. Shoulders away from your ears. Take one more big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, push to lift, extending through your front leg. Extended triangle, reaching up and out of the waist, and then leaning over, looking up to your top hand. Again, keeping your feet rooted in the earth. You're rotating open here again. Don't have to be so low. Wherever feels comfortable for you. You're not reaching for the floor. Back of the palm is gently pressing against your calf muscle maybe. Big breath here, inhale. Exhale, let it go. And then inhale. Exhale, pushing up to lift. This time both toes come forward again. Wide forward fold one more time. This time interlace your fingers behind your back. Lifting up and out of the hips. We reach long. Letting the arms go here, maybe taking a soft bend in your elbows if that feels better. For the shoulders. Again, surrendering to this posture. Feeling that openness in the back of the legs. And then slowly release your hands. Soften in the knees maybe as you take this back up to flat back. And then come all the way to stand. Heading into our balanced standing postures today. Let's start, I'll face you here for tree pose. Feet are grounded. Lift your left heel. Rotate the thigh open, having the sole of the foot either on your calf muscle or help guide it up with your hand to your thigh. Avoiding the knee. So many times we're tempted to put it over the knee just because of flexibility. If it's not accessible for you today, keep it on the calf muscle, or you can even keep toes to the ground. More important to find your balance here than it is to lift your foot higher. So now focusing on the balance. Find a focal point across the room, maybe a spot on the wall that you can really focus on. Keep your gaze there and let your gaze soften. Everything else around that one focal point is softening. Option here to take your hands all the way up to the sky. This is tree pose. So picture your standing leg as the trunk of your tree. Your foot is the base of your roots. The branches of a tree, these are your arms, reaching long, relaxing your shoulders, broadening across your back. And then slowly release the foot, knee comes back facing the front. Heading into dancer's pose. Catch the inner edge of your left foot with your left hand, flexing your foot, you're reaching and holding at the ankle. Standing tall, hips are in line with each other, belly button in. Reaching your right arm to the sky. Option if you have a wall nearby, if you would like to hold on to it for balance, you can take that hand up to the wall. When you're ready here, push your left foot into your left hand. Push, push, push. Woo! As you can see, I'm already losing my balance. So take it slow, take it easy. Push your foot in, gently guiding it. Just one moment at a time. Notice here it's tempting to let go of the abdominals. So you can still activate in the core, it's gonna help you to balance. Push, foot into hand. Reach, reach, reach. Keeping your hips square, that's a big thing here that's gonna also help with balance. If you're opening up in the hip, it might be throwing you off. So don't take this any further than the hips will allow. Push, push, push. Again, finding that focal point. I'm gonna find my focal point across the room. As you start to lean forward, maybe the hand guides down just a little bit. Finding energy by pushing your foot into your hand. One last breath here. Inhale. Exhale, coming up to stand. Heading to your other side for tree. Grounding to your left foot this time. Open the thigh. Foot comes to the calf muscle, or again, guiding your foot to push into your inner thigh. Hands can come to prayer to start. Feeling all four corners of your foot grounding you here. Pushing your foot into your thigh or gently placing it on the calf muscle. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Let's take the arms up to the sky just like a tree. Branches, reach. Notice here as I reach my arms up, I'm not extending and opening in the front body. See if you can keep everything locked up. Core is drawing in towards the spine, ribs are drawing in. Finding your focus here again, maybe a focal point across the room. Last big breath here together. Inhale. Exhale. Release the foot. Knee comes forward. This time reaching for your foot in your hand. Flexing your right foot, reaching at the inner side of the foot, the ankle. And then starting here nice and tall. Knees are in line, hips are in line. Draw the belly in. Woo, finding my balance. Drawing your ribs in. Reach your left arm high. And when you're ready, push foot into hand, keeping your hips square. Really pushing the foot into the hand and not leaning forward until you find that push into the hand. It's going to help you to balance. This is a back bend. As you're pushing your foot into your hand. Keep reaching, reaching. Inching your way. Again, finding that focal point across the room. If you fall, it's no worries. You can get right back into your posture. One last big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. And then just bring your palms to heart center. Feel both feet rooted to the ground. Gently close your eyes. And then release. Opening the eyes, we're heading down to our mats. Coming into kneeling postures. I have my blanket here. If you have one, go for it. Just to protect the knees. Start by stepping your right foot in front, crescent moon. We already explored this posture within our sun salutations. But this time I want you to spend more time here and connect to the posture. It's not just a transition step. Breathe your arms up. Notice the opening in your hip flexor on your left side if your right foot is forward. We want to keep the knee right on top of your heel. Notice the difference here, energizing through the posture or releasing. I have the open flexibility in my hips that if I just let go, I'm going to go too far forward and overstretch. So see if you can keep a little activity by drawing inner thighs together. Drawing abdominals in and continuously pushing down through your front foot, through your heel. Again, arms can come overhead or hands to prayer for any modifications. And then slowly bring fingertips to the ground. Send your hips back. Flex your front foot. Releasing head and neck here. And then slowly coming up, other side. Step left foot forward. Hips are square and guide your hips forward. Finding your side two of the same posture, crescent moon. Inhale your arms up. And where is your breath? Are you still filling your entire body with breath? Think about your breath in a more abstract way. It doesn't just have to be chest, rib cage, belly. Think about breathing to the tips of your fingers. Breathing into your hip flexor, that crease right here that we're stretching. And then slowly hands come down. Send your hips back, flexing your front foot, breathing into the back of your thigh. Release your head and neck here, just breathing into the back of your left thigh, the hamstrings. And then slowly coming up, heading into a back bend. Now, this posture can be very complicated and can be very tender for the lower spine. So if it's not in your practice to do so, take a very gentle, modified version. I'm going to demo that for you now. Hands to the base of your tailbone. This is camel. Shins are to the floor. Think about your hip flexors that we were just stretching. They're shining towards the wall in front of you. You use your core, drawing in. And then by reaching the hip points forward, you gently lift chin and chest up to the sky. Now this is your modified version. You're just looking up. The head is not too heavy and not crunching down by letting the head go. Now modifications, if you happen to have pillows with you, this might be a great addition. You can tuck the toes. You can place a bolster or cushions right on top of your calf muscles. And then the option here would be to breathe one arm up, swim it back, reach for your bolster. Again, this is another way to create space. We don't want to crunch into the lower spine. We want to lift tall and extend, just like I described earlier, as a fountain up and out of the hips. You're lifting up, fountaining up with the top of your body. If your sternum is up to the sky right here, that is maybe when you allow the head to fall back. But again, if it's not in your practice, don't take it here today. Because I can't be with you in your homes, I can't be checking in on form, so I just want to be very clear, only taking this modified camel if that feels good. And then here, if you're taking your expression, maybe that's reaching for your heels. Again, reaching your hip points forward. And then gently using your core and then swinging the arms back up, coming up back to your kneeling posture. This time, take the blanket away, heading into bridge. Roll all the way back down to your mat, walking your heels in towards your seat, grounding your feet, and then push down through your feet to peel your hips up. They don't have to be too high. You can keep your hips just about halfway if that feels good for the lower back. Maybe if it feels open and accessible for you today, you walk to the backs of your arms, interlacing your fingers, opening up a little bit more in the hips, lifting your hips up. Never forget to push your feet into the ground. Finding a few moments here to find your breath. Maybe you allow the eyelids to close. On your next breath, inhale. Exhale, release the hands coming back down, one vertebra at a time till the hips, tailbone reaches the ground. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Gently rocking side to side here. then gently draw right knee in towards your chest, left leg extends long out in front of you. Maybe circling the knee one way, finding a little openness here in the hips. And circle the other way. And then spinal twist. Guide your right knee, crossing it all the way over to your left. I conveniently have my bolster here if you would like to place pillows underneath your leg to help support. Open up your arm, either extending long or finding a cactus pose. It's a 90-degree angle with the arm. And allow the body to really sink into this posture. Again, allowing the eyelids to close if that feels natural to you. See if you can really allow gravity to take over here. Your hips are guiding one way, your rib cage opening up to the other way. You're guiding your shoulder down towards the ground. Allow this posture to really settle into the body. We're not forcing anything, we're not pushing the shoulder down. You're gently easing your way just by being here. Just by letting a little release into the body with each breath. Back through center. Other side. Left knee draws in, right leg extends long. Hugging your knee in towards your chest. Start to circle your knee one direction. And circle the other way. Draw your knee towards your chest, guiding all the way over to the other side, spinal twist. Again, if you have a bolster or a pillow here, maybe allowing for the leg to rest on that. Gently taking your gaze to look over your extended arm. Slowly drawing your knee back into center. Draw both knees in towards center. This time grab the outer edges of your feet for happy baby. Finding this hip opener. Many times we reach for the feet and then the tailbone lifts up towards the sky. So see if you can try your best to melt your tailbone towards the ground. Maybe that means you have to reach from the shins, holding on to just the shins. Just allowing gravity to take over here. Tailbone is reaching towards the ground. Your feet are stamping up to the sky. Notice if the shoulders are lifting up towards the ears, could you melt them away? Gently swaying side to side. And then slowly release the feet. Allow your legs to fall long. Allow your palms to face up towards the sky. And gently allow your eyelids to close. Shavasana. Taking this moment here for yourself. notice, again, the room that you're in. Start to notice your senses. If you're closing your eyes, you're taking away the sense of sight. So what else can you tap into? A sense of smell, taste, touch. How does the air feel in this room that you're in? Or maybe you're outside. How does natural air feel outside? With each exhale, feeling your connection to the earth underneath you. Gravity is holding you here. You don't need to engage anything to be exactly where you are. Notice if you're tensing any muscles in the body, maybe even the small muscles of your face. Could you release them? Maybe coming back to that intention from the start of your class today. What made you come to your mat today? And slowly start to wake up the body again by wiggling your fingertips, wiggling your toes. And draw soles of the feet back down to the ground. Hugging your knees in towards your chest. Roll off to the side, finding a fetal position. Your head can rest in your arm. And gently push through your top hand to come up to seated. Again, if you have a pillow, something to bring your hips higher than your feet, come to sit on your pillow. Just take one last moment here together. Allowing the gaze to soften, hands to come to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've been running these classes now for, what do you say, this is the ninth class, 9th or 10th? And it just means so much to me, whether you're signing in today or if you're watching this in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a year. Just means so much that you have come together with me, with everyone here, to take a moment for yourself and maybe reflect a little inward on how you can send your energy out to the world. Let's take one last big breath together. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Gently opening your eyes. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. I will hopefully have this up on the IGTV very soon, and you'll be able to take it again if you like. So next week, I'm sure we'll be back again, 10 a.m. Not sure what we're doing, but if you have any suggestions, always let me know, and let me know if you have any comments, feedback for today. Thank you so much. Have a lovely Friday, lovely weekend, and talk to you soon. Thank you.